mini-me. Oh, bad, bussin', you humping.
You lost.
Okay, I messed up, family. I'm having some technical difficulties over here, but let's go ahead and get back into this. Hopefully, I opened up just enough time so I can place all our speakers in here for tonight. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? I opened the window. I shouldn't have no more problems. So let's go back. I had to make a part 2. My bad, family. My bad.
Hypersexual and being sexual and sensual. Like, I was hypersexual younger, right? I had sex. Most people start losing their virginity sometimes as a teenager, right? So what life regulation or real regulation strategies that I have at 17? What did I really know about life? What real responsibilities, and I'm someone who had a lot, right? But the average person, right? So it becomes, because of the feeling, people have to realize that the neurotransmitters, those same thing, dopamine is the same thing that they're seeking when people sniff coke. You know what I'm saying? When people do other drugs. Or serotonin. People who feel like, oh, I'm going to take this edible. What do a lot of people say it do? Make them mellow, calm, relax, same thing.
So that's what it is behind the feeling afterwards. Okay, you get the orgasm, right? And your brother Israel, I tell you fast, please don't blame your partner because you got a weak orgasm. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect that person to pull off a great orgasm for you when you need to work on your body. You know what I'm saying? You need to work on your body and your mental and your eating habits. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have a great orgasm, you got to work out on that. You got to really work on your mind. What do you mean, Jehoshaphat? You have to make sure that your mental is good. You know what I'm saying? However that looks like with you taking care of your mental and then fix it. Your body, you know what I'm saying? Your body, you know what I'm saying? You can't have no great orgasm if you out of shape like that. So I'm just saying, don't put that all on that person like that because it's your fault. It's your fault that you're not having great orgasms because you're not taking care of your mental and you're not caring about your mind. And then that inner person, all of those 3 is on that. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what they talk about. I'm telling you. Now, back to this dopamine level. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that dopamine was released. Okay, I have the orgasm. But then here comes the rush of the dopamine. And is that what gets me addicted to sex? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we're going to find out tonight.
So sex has the ability to release those same neurotransmitters and that same hormonal release that you can get in a surge from doing a drug or another vice. So that's why it's a possibility for people to become somewhat addicted to it. But like most addictions, it just numbs, it just nullifies, it just medicates the situation for the moment. But when it's past and it's over and you come back to reality, it doesn't really do shit. So what do you end up doing? Doing it again. You keep chasing that high. And that is what hypersexuality makes you do. Chase the high for the moment, regardless of what the come down is going to feel like. And then when your relationship can't handle the come down any longer, you're likely going to part ways. But then what do a lot of those toxic they'll do? Call each other up and So was it really that important for you to feel heard if you were still going to give access to that without them having to do it? Because a lot of people break up and still call their ex. Still call, oh, but they good for this, they good for that. And I am one of those people. I've done it. I have an 8-year history with my ex, right? My youngest son's dad, I've done it. Because for me, one thing we didn't have an issue with was that area. But how long are we going to ignore all the other problems? And then at some point you realize until you actually hold people accountable for that change, they're going to remain the same person to you. And 9 times out of 10, when they grow to be a better person, it won't be for you. It won't be. And now
it'll be for the next person.
And how many people say that?
All the time.
All the time. Because what you told them is that they didn't have to do those things to continue to have access to you. And I don't ever throw rocks without calling myself to the same mat. I know for a fact that nigga had no reason to be consistent. Because whenever he popped up, he could still get it. So what about that requires...
Okay, thank you, sister, for coming to the show tonight. I understand. You know what I'm saying? You done broke it down in several different ways, in several different levels that a lot of the viewers tonight, a lot of my brothers and sisters, they asking the question and they're being honest with themselves. Am I hypersexual? Do I have a large libido? You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got our next speaker up for the night. Just hear him out, family. Just hear him out.
Are you one of those guys who just wants more.
I am.
It's a substitute. It's a way that people learn to substitute. Let me just pause this, by the way, and say this can be equally true for women as it is for men. But it's a substitute when the drive is in overdrive all the time. When it can never be satisfied. It's never satiated, right? And then some people find themselves, like in my line of work with couples, right? If they can't get it at home, they're going to get it somewhere else. If they can't get it somewhere else, they're going to turn to pornography. And it's this constant stretching outside of the marriage, and that brings problems into the marriage. But it is a substitute for something you really desire and want and need. What am I saying to you? That if you have a sex drive that's on overdrive, you are trying to fill another bucket. It got nothing to do with sex. But sex becomes the substitute for trying to fill the other bucket in your life. Am I making sense? Hit me up in the comments and let me know if this is making sense to you.
It's not making no sense to me because, you know what I'm saying, fulfillment, you know what I'm saying, them people don't want nothing else inside of their life but sex. They want more sex. They want more sexual partners. They want to be able to do some kinky stuff before they die. So I can't look at it. I can't sit up here as a man and then look at it. I'm being honest. I can't look at it as it's something else that I need. The things that I need cost money. And I'm not just having sex because I don't have money. I don't have what I want, or I ain't got no money or something like that. They say that poor people have more sex than everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. I don't think personally that it's a longing of a need. It's a longing of a need for more sex. That's what I truly think.
Do people talk to y'all about stuff like this? Are you getting any common sense coaching in your life or your relationship? Is anybody telling you that this voracious, overwhelming drive is about trying to satisfy something else in your life?
I don't think it is. For the majority of people that are sex addicts and hypersexual, I don't think that they're missing something besides for more sex. So, brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight, but you did not help us at all. You know what I'm saying? Because if we needed more money, we'd just go out and get more money. If it was more things that we needed to do in our life, we would do those things. Why do people want to have so much sex? It's their sex drive. You know what I'm saying? It's their sex drive. Well, have their sex drive have always been like that? You got to ask them, brother. You got to ask her. You heard what the one sister said. She said that she started masturbating when she was a younger woman. So it ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? Even the men that I have brought up and they said they were masturbating and they were having. Remember, this is grown up discussions. This is a grown up topic. If you can't handle it, get your ass out the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? If the fire's too hot, you know what I'm saying? Get out the kitchen. We have grown up. I'm a grown person. I have grown up discussions. I have discussions in which people don't want to talk about this stuff. They definitely don't want to bring it to their partners and let them know, hey, I'm a nympho. Hey, I got to have it 20 times a day. If I can't get it from you, I'm going to get it from somebody else. And they're not being honest. That's why so many different marriages are broken. That's why so many different relationships are broken, because honesty is the foundation of any relationship. And if those people would just be honest with their sex drive, then maybe that person would stick around a little bit longer. Maybe they can adapt to what is requested of them. Maybe. Let's get some more speakers in here for tonight.
But some niggas that's into that got a high sex drive. Niggas that don't got the high sex drive is into that. Niggas that fuck for 2, 3, 5 minutes. And I'm like, so you just about to disappoint both of us. Oh.
I would never do you like that, lady.
So this is how this...
Never. I would never disrespect a woman like that. And you know, as a man, they sit up here and they say, well, you know, Jehoshaphat, you know, all females are all the same. And you said it yourself, Jehoshaphat. You said all vagina is the same. No, it's not. No, it is not. You know what I'm saying? No, it is not. Out of all the women that I have been with in my lifetime, ain't no woman was better than one woman. I will always remember that woman and her vagina. Always. Until I'm an old man and I pass away, you know what I'm saying? Out of all the vaginas, her vagina stand out more than any other vagina that I done had in my lifetime. Why is that? Because not all females are the same like that. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not. Why? Okay, why can I remember I can remember her, but I can't really remember being intimate with all them other women because she had a special vagina. Brother, am I lying, brother? No, brother Jehoshaphat, you ain't lying. It was a couple of females, and females, they say the same thing. They will sit up here and say the same thing about a man. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit up here and say, well, out of all them men, I don't remember them, but Reggie, Tyrone, I remember him. I remember him.
So we just both about to be disappointed. That's the disappointment. Oh. So we just both about to be sitting up here looking at you because you done nutted too fast. Bitch, we might as well have fun. That's crazy. Like, no. Ain't no way. Like, this ain't for you. Ain't no way, no. You might as well just watch. Yeah. The way you going. But that's what I say about their sex drive. Girl. Because some men are...
Now, sisters, I gotta be honest with y'all. Now, that girl, she had something special. You know what I'm saying? That woman, she had something special right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So if you sitting up on gold, you can't be mad at us because your stuff is that damn good. You can't be mad at us for that. You got some good stuff. Not all females got good stuff like that. And the females, they would say the same thing about a man. What, baby girl, it's you. Your stuff is good. You know what I'm saying? You got the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna have the good stuff like that. And you, brother, you know what I'm talking about.
Not, you know, their sex drive don't be like that. Like, you know. And some of them, it might not be that he fuck fast. It might just be that he can't fuck at all. That's deep. Because there's some of them out there, too. Poor little tink-tink.
Damn.
Yeah, girl. They is out there. Poor little tink-tink.
Damn.
No stroke. And you might have enough dick to do it, but you ain't got no stroke. See, this is after dark. I told y'all, this is after dark. This is after dark. We gonna talk about that real shit.
Sisters, thank you for coming to the show today. Remember, we have grown-up discussions. If you're a child, I guess this show is not for you. If you can't be honest with yourself, if you can't sit up there and look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I got a strong sex drive, then maybe this ain't the show for you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it is not, but we have grown up discussions. Yes, we do. Let's get some more sisters. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Let's get some more speakers up here for tonight.
And being single. That shit pisses me the fuck off, because what am I supposed to do with all these sexual feelings? I don't have nobody to express my sexual feelings with, and I have to be stuck.
You need to get yourself a man, girl. You need to get yourself a man, and don't sit up here and go to them damn stores and buy all them mechanical devices and stuff. You're going to hurt yourself in the long run, girl. This is my message to you, because I seen your page, and yeah, you are hypersexual. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way in hell you can sit up here and talk about, you'll have a page, and then on your page 1,000 different times you did a show about sex. Sister, get yourself a man. Sister, don't be killing yourself with them damn toys.
With this, like, this is the downfall to having hypersexuality. Like, I constantly want to have sex. Constantly, sex is on my mind. Okay? And I don't know why. I know exactly why, but you know what I mean by I don't know why. It's constantly on my mind. What do I do with these urges?
And I know I got a problem, you know what I'm saying? I know I got a problem, you know what I'm saying? Sex Addicts Anonymous, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's some phone calls, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's going to help. I think personally, like her, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that's going to get us out this rut is more sex. Being able to be with a person that could take it, you know what I'm saying? That could take all the love that we got to give.
I gotta sit here and go to the gym, watch a movie, figure it out. I'm constantly redirecting my thoughts. I'm constantly doing it.
Hey, sister, that stuff don't work. I didn't try. They don't work like that.
But I'm constantly having them. And this is something, this is a point in my life where I have to sit with it. I have to sit with my urges. Okay? As I sit here and try to get to know people to be able to have a healthy situation where I can have quality in my sex life, because that's what I'm looking to experience.
Okay.
Check on your single hypersexual friends, okay? They are going through it.
Please check on us. Make sure that we all right. Quit making fun of us. You know what I'm saying? Quit making, oh, they don't be having no sex. Quit making fun of us. You know what I'm saying? Check in on us. Make sure that we all right. Hey, y'all know people. Hook some people up, huh? Once you do that.
Okay. like, why am I not fucking every day? If I had it my way, I'll be fucking every day. I'm telling you, if I had it my way, but I know better than to do that. You got to give yourself a break. You got to give your coochie.
Ladies, my sisters out there, since I'm a recovering sex addict, you know what I'm saying? I gotta ask y'all a question. How much is too much sex that I would give you in a week? You know what I'm saying? Now, 3 times a day, is that okay? I thought that was low. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was low for a man to say that. And I'm asking y'all, you know what I'm saying? Is 3 times a day? Is 20 times in a week time? Is that too much for you? You know what I'm saying? You could tell me, you could say, oh, Jehosa, that's too much, Jehosa, I can't do all of that. I don't think she could take that. Let me know, you know what I'm saying? Is 3 times a day too much? Is about 20 to 25 times in a week time, is that too much for an average woman? Sister, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, sister.
Break. You don't want that shit to be stretched out. Give yourself a break. I know I can't fuck every day. Me not fucking every day is the health of my coochie. It's for me to have good sexual health. It's healthy for me not to do it every day, okay? You ain't finna sit here and move my balls around and shit. No. Give her a break, okay? Trust me, I'll give you head in the process. I can give you some head. But you ain't bagging this thing all day, every day. We ain't doing.
So can we say every other day? You know what I'm saying? Okay, if I can't get it every day, can we at least agree on every other day? Sister, thank you for coming to the show tonight. You know, sister, there's a lot of people that are grown people like you and I, but topics like this, they run from it. They run from it. They'd be crying when their boyfriend leave them, and he'd be crying when his girlfriend leave him because they didn't want to hit the topic head on in their life, because everybody is affected by this. Unless you live under a rock or you move to the Mars or something, you're still going to be affected by this. So honesty, you know what I'm saying? Honesty is the best policy. But a lot of them, they ran away. Even though they 40 years old and 37 and 28 and 39, they still ran from this. And this one topic right there could have had saved their marriage. It could have had, you know what I'm saying? It really could have had their relationship that they was having, that they was carrying on for 2 years. And they seen all these damn signs, but they didn't want to acknowledge what they were seeing. They didn't know that it had a classification and an actual name. They didn't know that it was an actual, what is the proper way of saying it? It was diagnosed by a doctor. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know that. Sister, thank you for coming to the show tonight, lovely. Thank you for coming to the show tonight.
Do you know how horny I am? I can barely concentrate at work. I can't remember the last time I smiled and meant it. I am moody all the time. All I want is for you to hold me and make love to me, but you can't, and I get it. But you have never even tried to do anything with me. So please, forgive me, but I am going to sort myself out.
You're going to sort yourself.
A woman who presents themselves as either overly sexual or as promiscuous and be highly respected and highly successful in the real world. I've never seen that.
I've seen it highly sexual, the promiscuous part.
Like, when you say highly sexual, what are you thinking of?
There are some women and some people who that sex means a lot to them, and they view sex in a different way. They react to sex in a different way. They a lot of their life, they speak about sex, whether they're teaching
How
about
do they
it.
present themselves to the world, though? I've met sex teachers and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I think those type of individuals are needed because they look at sex in a holistic way. So I'm talking about presenting yourself.
That's a good question, but I think sometimes there's a certain group of those people who understands that that's a part. What's your part of your power is a part of your gift.
And I do. Just like our brother said, it's holistic. There's healing. It's medicine. You know what I'm saying? It's healing, not just for your mental state, not just for your inner man or inner woman, but also your body. So I do believe that, family. I really do. When two people come together that love one another.
Too, right? Like, if you just built kind of like this, then people always gonna notice that. Some people might lean into it. Like, I just don't want to demonize somebody. I understand what you're saying, but I don't want to take away. I understand leaning into something, but there's a big difference between leaning into something and taking a total different identity.
Sure, you Papa.
Brothers, thank you for coming to the show tonight. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Let's get some more speakers, but let me have one more intermission before I finish it for tonight. I want to make sure that I get everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here.
As my recovery began. I didn't want to hurt people and I didn't want to put myself in destructive situations. I wanted to continue having sex in my life, and that's kind of tricky at the beginning. For some people, that means cutting out porn completely, being monogamous. And now I just don't really feel a desire to watch porn, which is weird that it was such a huge part of my life. It's not that I'm totally against porn, because I will admit every once in a while I will watch porn.
I can't believe that women watch porn. I thought that was a man thing. To me, that would be like a nudie magazine or something. Comparison to a man. So I would never picture in a million years that women would be turned on and aroused by porn. To me, it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm baffled over here. It blew my whole mind. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. Like, why would a woman want to watch a porn? You know what I'm saying? The discussion amongst the men today was, which one is more valuable, a penis or a vagina? You see how simple men are. You see what kind of conversations we have with each other. So the major topic today, you know what I'm saying? The major topic today, which one is more valuable, a penis or a vagina? I'll let you be the judge of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you go ahead and be the judge of that. Okay, continue.
With my partner or by myself, but it's very rare. I still masturbate now. I do a lot of things that I thought I would never do in my recovery because it felt like dangerous territory. It might be a slippery slope and I'll end up addicted again, but I don't think people really know that everybody has energy and everybody has a unique, different energy. Everybody is different. No one person is the same. So if you had a color, everybody would be a different color. Not everybody would sit up there and even though you got a whole canvas of about 1 billion people and everybody has their own unique different color, none of those colors are the same. People don't understand energies. Now, when two people come together with their energies, they make something. It's called a child. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way how a life and a man or a woman can be born. But why people don't understand when they come together? You know what I'm saying? They got their own unique, different energy. Does it match the person that they with? in a much healthier, balanced place where I don't masturbate now because I'm trying to escape something.
Okay, Doc, we're going to bring our Doc up. Doc, can you please tell us something? Can you please say something?
There's no formal diagnosis of sex addiction because it's not given a formal diagnosis. It's a huge problem in terms of getting treatment. What should I do if I have a sex addiction, and what can I do to help somebody that has a sex addiction? I want to start by...
The only reason why he say that is because there's barely being terms made for, like, look at the old English and the terms and the words that they use. They didn't even have no real words like this. They had words like seduction and adultery and fornication. They had words like that. Loidness, lucid, lascivious. They had words like that. So the words that we use are different, but is it the same? Okay, the words and the terms that we use now is the only reason why it's not clinically recognized by the medical field as an actual disease or a disorder. Because is it a disease? Is it a disorder of the mind? Something is out of function.
I think the most important thing is not to shame oneself, not to shame one's friend. You want to work with somebody who knows what's going on around trauma when that's relevant. And there's lots of behavioral skills that can be utilized in terms of modifying one's sexual behavior, sexual acting out. There's nothing wrong about sex, but what if I'm doing it habitually and it's sabotaging other areas of my life? Can we end up finding other avenues for you to...
That's why they look at it as an addiction, because you see the person, but then they got to realize there's functional alcoholics and there's non-functional alcoholics, meaning he's going to throw his whole life away for that bottle. Okay, the other brother, he's not going to throw his life away, but he's sure going to be drinking off the end of that damn bottle. So I don't understand if they know that there's functional, but I'm still looking at it as a sickness because this person keep on repeating the same cycle. They keep on repeating it over and over again as an addiction. Like somebody who drinks alcohol or does drugs. Let's get some more speakers up here. Okay, I know you got to hang in there with your brother. You got to hang in there with your brother. Okay, now I know it's a longer clip, but we going to hear it all the way out.
Put him out.
I don't know how we get from trying
Let's go back.
Years. He isn't comfortable with sex as often as you would like. So that you don't cheat, what would you do if he won't leave when you try to put him out?
I don't know how we get from trying to more to putting him out.
And put him out means he lives with you?
Correct.
Hold on, he live with you and they giving you no.
Giving you no dick?
Hey, you got your priorities all up.
Y'all stuck on the sex part. Sis, I'm stuck on when and how in the hell did he move into your home?
So he does pay, I would say, 1/3 of the bills, but actually I could pay. I don't need him to pay any bills.
If he's paying 1/3 of the bills, he need to give you 2/3 of. Did you get a read?
Now that was just wrong.